What is up, my cutouts? Cardboard Ninja here, coming at you with the new dev vlog update for whatever the hell month this is. May? I think it's May. Anyway, sorry about the content being a little light recently. Most people don't apologize for that, but I will apologize for that. That's only because in real life, Cardboard Ninja is in the middle of moving. Believe it or not, I'm actually using my cardboard box head to move things in. But seriously, that's what's going down. But you'll be damn sure I'm not missing this dev vlog update, coming out with new legendary weapons and a legendary engine in the next, I believe, battle pass, as well as structural parts for the Dawn's Children, which look pretty badass. So the first one that's coming up is the legendary engine Pegasus, and they claim that it's, of course, the largest engine because it's going to be the first legendary engine of its kind. It's probably going to provide more power and more active tonnage than any of the engines on Epic tier, obviously. However, what's really interesting is that it has a perk. But that's to be expected. But the perk is actually, I think, balanced. It doesn't go too far. They say that this perk is going to reduce your total power consumption for movement parts mounted on your car. This is the same as Grizzly's perk, and I believe there's something else that does that in the game. But basically, the overall idea is you can just get more movement parts, more wheels, more hovers. Oh god, more hovers. But yeah, and you'll be able to maintain your acceleration better. That's it. Doesn't do anything special. It doesn't increase durability. Doesn't make your weapon spin around faster. Doesn't make your cooldown on weapons faster. Doesn't do anything like that. It doesn't make it so you have a faster track move. Long story short, the perk itself is what engines do. So it's an engine that by default is a better engine. It's just pure performance. And I can dig that. I actually dig that. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that many engines right now kind of reach out of their wheelhouse of being engines and being more like better modules. The Cheetah, I'm looking at you. And then next up, another legendary weapon. This is going to be oh man, I should have said this out loud before I read this. I think that's Thyracuse. The Thyracuse 1. Which implies there's going to be a second, but I doubt it. This is a rail accelerator for those of us unfamiliar. Pulse accelerator. Pulse accelerator technology is similar to the Kaiju, Scorpion, I think it's the Adapter. All of those are pulse weapons, and so pulse weapons are not machine guns, which means they are not hit scan. That means that they have a projectile that travels across a screen. It is not an energy weapon, doesn't get energy weapon boosts. It's basically one of the types of weapons that receives the least number of direct buffs to them. But there's a reason. Typically, they're kind of cool. Typically, they hit kind of hard, etc. This is going to be similar to the Kaiju and the Avalanche. It's going to be another 11 energy module, so you only need just one. I can dig that. Many of you probably have seen my recent video about being not happy about battle passes. This is something you can get behind. I actually dig this. Because of the fact that you only need one and you'll get one most likely fused. Thumbs up. Thing looks like a quad-barreled gun. It looks very similar to the Cyclone, but with 4 barrels instead of 2. Let's read what they claim that it does. Basically, it just says that it does massive damage in a volley. So odds are good. This is going to fire like, I don't want to call it a revolver. I think it's a one-tap fire, but you fire 4 shots in rapid succession. It builds up its perk as you stand next to wreckage on the battlefield. So this means that wreckage on the battlefield is not going anywhere. Because now it's a mechanic for a gun. But, yeah. Once the perk becomes active, you fire an alpha shot. You don't fire 4 shots, one right after another. You fire 4 shots all at once. The damage is unknown right now, but if you're comparing it against the Kaiju and the Avalanche at 11 energy, I'm gonna guess a lot. The Kaiju fully charged at its apex was doing 1,100-ish damage. It does a little bit less if it's not fused for damage bonus. I think a little bit more fused for more. And the Avalanche does a flat 700 200 of that is bullet damage, and 500 of that is blast. So who knows how much damage this could do? It's firing 4 individual shots. If each of them do 200 damage, then there you go. You're looking at 800 damage in a volley, something like that. But there's no way to know until this thing reaches the battlefield. This thing is also going to run basically like, I assume, like the Scorpion or the Astraeus. I don't know that for certain. There's no way for me to call that, but it's possible that it's going to have a projectile size of 1.5 pins, like the Scorpion. Or it could even have a 1 pin wide projectile hitbox like the Astraeus. But yeah, other than that, it looks cool as hell. I'll definitely want to try it out. Yeah, something I can get behind. I look forward for more. Well, I'm going to leave you guys to it. Hope you guys are excited for this new crazy gun and an engine that's going to outperform all other engines. Is probably going to be Cancer on hovers as per standard. Most people use the Colossus just for its power. If this thing produces better power than the Colossus, it's being used on hovers. And considering it's going to also simultaneously just be a better engine, combine that, of course, with my man Falcon co-driver, and this engine is setting itself up to be a menace on hovers. But that's the way life goes. All right, peace.